Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some workers and resources, without a time skip for once. Thanks to modern industry, I have so much to do, and so much to plan. Alright, speaking of which, mechanical components. Oh my god, I swear to god, you better not need more flat terrain than this. I just spent like 5 minutes leveling terrain, come on. Do not give me that shit. Oh my god. Just a little. Come on. There we go. Perfect. And there we are. Alright. So that's the third piece of this little industrial core. Because mechanical components are pretty handy. Now, the second output's going to have to go... Unfortunately, getting enough open storage for this might be tricky. We'll see. At least, I don't know. It is definitely gonna be tough in order to sort out, because, like, ideally, I need a lot of these open storages. Oh man, and like, I'm basically gonna have to flatten out all the way to the bloody river, aren't I? Oh god. Okay. Well, tell you what, because that will literally take potentially 10 minutes, I will do that off the camera. But, you know, I just basically plan to have, you know, one steel, one mechanical component. And, perhaps, I don't know. It actually makes sense for me to then have a rail station connected to both of them, I'm thinking, rather than yeah, something like this. Well, maybe with a longer train. And the reason I want to do that is that way the train can't pull steel out of the steel mill, and that way the mechanical components factory kind of gets first dibs on making mechanical components out of steel. Since you can only pull from the most adjacent building. So, only those with direct connection. The other problem I have, and I'm concerned about rooms still for this, is waste. Would you believe that a 500-person building is going to produce a fuckload of waste? Goddamn right it does. Another one of those, I need a direct rail line to it. Which, I'm running out of places I can pull that off. Oh boy. I think this might actually just be... Yeah, I was gonna say, it's because of the friggin' terrain around here. It's basically terraces. So I've got to get that hooked up somehow, which is itself a friggin' nightmare. I think it can be done, but I'm not happy about it. So yeah, if I can get all that placed somehow... Yeah, good luck, guys. They try their best. Just bring it down. Then I'll be alright. The only thing that needs to be hooked up to the, like, railway directly. I'm actually now thinking, what's the composition of the waste of a steel mill? Probably a lot of metal. So burning it wouldn't help. Yeah, there's always a lot of questions that need to be answered. Not necessarily have all the answers for either, which sucks. Okay. And then through Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way that's not gonna be high enough, right? Still high enough? Good. Now the trick is always getting this road connection through. There, because it has to be a certain distance away from where the train line hooks in, so... Alright, so that covers the steel waste and the other waste. That should be fine. Goodness. Yes. Unfortunately, there's now just a cliff here. Yeah. I'll worry about that later off camera. That's enough time on that. Oh, we've got so much to do. So, I thought about the prospect of waiting for the prefab panels, and I've decided against it for the time being. I think we'll be okay using just these. And we can kind of just start putting them in, I think. You know what? I'm going to kick myself later if I don't do a minimum safe distance test here. We are 470 from the distillery, the nearest structure. And I think also the most polluting one, unfortunately. Fabric Factory's got to be way more polluting, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's always the distillery. Okay, well, that produces 10 tons of pollution. That gives me a minimum safe distance of 300 meters. Perfect. Less than 10. Yeah, less than 10. Less than 10. Alright. Look, alright, not doing an environmental survey caused me to have to do that steel mill shit in the first place. I'm not doing a repeat. I'm smart enough, I swear. Well, I guess maybe this part, you guys are busy? Do you not have multiple excavators? I guess not. Fair enough. That might make building up the city actually somewhat complicated. Well, no. I'm actually just going to suspend construction here for a little bit. On this too. Oh yeah, you do have multiple. It's just there was a slice of road you were allowed to construct and shouldn't have been. Alright, so let's get those back to the offices so that way I can actually plan out the city. And get this place set up. State infrastructure. We do have access to a lot more now, which is very helpful. Yeah, look at this. A 270 child kindergarten. How nice. I think it's a 360 school. Yeah, this one I really like due to its shape. It's easy to fit into a lot of places. Nice. Alright, so let's do some math real quick. So this is 1,000. Okay. That is 2,000 feet. I need to be cognizant that I probably should not go above approximately 6,000 people. So actually no. And how much space am I leaving? Okay, I just want to check. Alright. So that is 3,000. Good. Plus some straggling. Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Delete that. So yeah, that is just a hard 2,000 there. 3,400. Alright, that's 4,000. Then if I do it right, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so this is a 6,000 person city. Oh no, why do I see a traffic jam? Is this just repair taking forever, or? It's stalled because you're missing mechanical components. I see. Understandable. A distribution office. There a reason that you aren't able to give them mechanical components? You appear to just be too busy. Understandable. We will assign you a new truck. That should solve that problem, I hope. Yeah, we'll still need to, you know, get all the other stuff in. But honestly, it's not hard. Alright, let's make sure we get the central footpath network up, I think. The only ones I actually really care about connecting right now will be the end ones, you know? Is this gonna be a problem? Looks like it might. Yeah. So we'll have to be a little further away. Not quite leave enough space, maybe. Because assuming all of those can be reached, then every building in this network can be reached. Simple as that. Alright. Now, let's see. Things I care about. Oh my god, I need modernism for that hospital? Really? Well, I guess this hospital will have to do. How do I want to set this up? That's a good question. Because the ambulance also needs to be able to get onto this footpath network fairly easily. So it may behoove me to actually put it up here. Yep. Although this is one of the rare instances where it might actually need to connect into the middle ones more. Oops. Immediately disproved myself, but now we're good. Alright. That's the main one. That's the one they have to all be able to walk to more than anything. At least for the emergency services. We can use the modern cinema now. They get color talkies now. The pub needs a road connection, so it'll face somewhere out here. As well. Let's see. Could do an amphitheater. We might have space for that. We'll see. We'll put a house of culture down. Sport Palace. Nice. Wisdom would have me put a pedestrian underpass here. Just to ensure there's no other issues. This is, you know, quickly I think and obviously becoming my best planned city thus far, so. Yay, I'm learning. Okay. So what else do I need to deal with? An outdoor sports field would be ideal. And a couple of attractions. Yeah. Nice. There's no way this is actually going to be a problem, right? Good. I'd be pissed if it was. Oh yeah. By the way, resume construction in general. Excellent. Alright. These bridges are slowly coming along. Oh Lord. God, I have so much more planning to do still. Like, even just this is enough for now, I think. In the grand scheme. As I said, that seemed incorrect to me, but everything's so gray, I don't know. Alright. Oh no. Play it safe with this. Oh. There's a valve connection, there we go. Okay. So much planning to do. So many Little paths to connect. Alright. That does it for most of it, though. That's good news. It's going to take a long time before this place is operational. But not too long of a time, really, since we are next to this, which is really handy. We are also still managing to make money. A little bit, anyway. It's stuff going. It's stuff going. I mean, in general, we're getting our loans paid down, so... Once we're under 4 million rubles, I'll probably start, like, refinancing. But it's fine. I don't know. I might need even more trains soon, so I probably shouldn't. Although things seem to be in relative harmony and balance right now. That should never be that high. That's deeply concerning. Find out why. You're engaged further along the track. You're engaged further along the track. Well, you're an idiot. Yeah. No. Alright. So, that resumes things. I'm trying to think how that ended up happening. The only way I can see it happening is input train here, full. This one tries to leave through this track. This one's, like, just gonna route anywhere. Doesn't matter. No, it should never do that. Alright, let's try this whole recording thing again. Just casual running out of disk space. It's fine. Alright. So yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. It never should have. Like, chain signal, yeah, I guess, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, that's a junction, shit. Okay, there we are, that explains how that happened. This should be one way for sure, shouldn't it? Yeah, to be fair, maybe in general this part wasn't signaled very well, which is maybe why it had some trouble once I, put any amount of volume through it. Go figure. Alright, signaling fixed up. Good news, everyone. Alright. There's still more to do, though. Or more to plan, anyway. Because there's one more thing we can now start doing. We have modern industry, and thus have access to the modern farms. Now, each large farm, because it has the capacity for 30 vehicles, as far as I know, can handle 15 fields by using a little trick. Normally you need 3 vehicles per field, but it turns out that with a distribution office you can get rid of the trucks that you would normally need to pick up the crops and have that handled elsewhere. So... where can I actually put the farm itself here? Should be fine. I don't know, how many do I have? 5? Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I might need to adjust this location a little bit. Yes. Good. Yeah. Perfect. See, this puts theoretically a solid 15 farms. Actually, that might be a problem. We'll see. Because I know I do need a grain storage here. And the ability to hook into the tracks. So we'll see. I'll probably want to do the rail line here first. Just to make sure it's all good. Assuming I can even remember where that is. Here it is. Yeah. So I have access to the modern grain silos now, too. Now, each one of these big farms, if memory should serve, produces about 300. So I need the 5,600 tonner for a harvest. There we go. Although, this might need to be a lot more centered, I'm worried about, because, you know, there's a farm right there. It's, on the other hand, maybe not. Maybe it's fine. Why is that a red? I think I'm actually going to try and move up a little bit. Yeah. So there's no way it should be that much of an issue. Perfect. Yeah, that's why I had to put in the railway planning first, though. Nice. Honestly, in general, it's those down here anyway, so that's actually the last farm there. Perfect. So let's make a little tea. Good. Not demolish, just spend that for now. But yeah, there we are. That's our first farm. How convenient. Can actually fit all that in. Alright. Not bad. So, how's the oil field expansion coming? I know it's been a little while since I looked in. It looks like it's coming along fairly slowly. Ooh. Looks like parts of these are not properly assigned, which doesn't help. Oh hey, a real snowplow is now available. Thank God. Alright. I think that's everything. That's actually not too bad. Still got a little work to do, but the oil field expansion's actually come along pretty well. Alright. Yeah, at any point in time, we've got so many goddamn things building now. I feel like I need to expand my construction sector further, but I also feel like I don't really have the economy to do that. Like, I've been hovering pretty precariously around 1,400 most of the dang time. Which, yeah. Part of that is because I do pay out 104 grand every 30 days. So, add on to all of my construction costs and it shows. I also feel like the next thing I need to do, and it's not really optional, is I need to split my industrial or construction sector. At this point, I'm large enough where that is a thing. I can split my construction sector into a reconstruction sector just to keep these buildings like fully operational and everything okay, and like a new construction sector for doing it. Otherwise, we're just going to keep seeing these situations where these are getting like reconstructed. The quality of flats is terrible. Everyone's miserable as a result. You know? We need a reconstruction sector as well. Actually getting rebuilt too, damn. So, I think that's got to be one of my next priorities. Although, like I said, for now, this oil field might help a lot. Like, an oil field expansion should yield me more profit. And who knows, you know? All this is now getting built, right? All this is getting built. This is probably a problem for the gas distribution network. Oh fuck, the gas distribution network. Whoops. I totally forgot about that. Also, what do you mean too stupid with goddamn consent? Don't give me that shit. Whoops. I mean, it's generally fine. It's just costing us tons of fuel, which ideally I would like to cut down on. It's not too bad. Just a couple grand every month for my forgetfulness. But yeah, I'll have to patch that up too. Anyway, with these two segments stitched together, we're at an episode time, so... Oh man, not bad. The good news is these fields will have a few years to increase their fertility and nutrient levels. The real question is, am I going to be able to get fertilizer out to this? That's a good question. Did this ever get built? Apparently not. Impressive. Alright. Well, looks like the fuel distribution network system isn't even doing well at all. Oh well. Alright. Not bad though. Not bad. We've so many things to build. So little time. Unemployment too high. There, at some point, I swear we're gonna have more trains and actually move people to more jobs here. Someday. Although honestly, I only have the one passenger train, and oh god, the waste is piling up even more. This thing can't keep up with the waste. I need a second garbage train, guys. Well, so much for having a little bit of spare cash, huh? No, this is what we'll probably end the episode with. I just gotta get the second garbage train hooked up. A million little problems in every episode. Every problem a grain of sand. In every episode, I inherit a desert. Y'all better know where that quote's from. I'll be disappointed. Oh yes, the skids. Nice. Okay. Cargo wagons. So, as far as like waste wagons have, we still, I think, are best off with the Village Omru. At some point, I assume the maximum speed not working on these cargo cars is going to get patched. And I'm going to be sad. But for now, how many do I actually need? Like, how many is this waste train? This waste train isn't even on its way back yet. Oh god. Okay, good. It's at least emptied. Length's 92 meters. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Seven waste wagons it is. Go. But yeah. We've got a lot planned, at least. And a lot of work is being done. Oh, hey, real fire truck, too. God. That necessitates probably upgrades, but we'll see. Things are actually good, kind of. And the fact is I had to spend $487,000 on vehicle imports. Alright. I feel like it makes sense for me to turn Terrace Bowl into our waste export. I think. Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of does. Ideally, what I'd be doing at this point is burning this stuff, but that's a tall order. So we'll see. Okay. Let's look at the second waste train setup. It should be in the depot by now. It is not. There it is. Yeah, the traffic at this place is getting too high as well, so in general I need to start redirecting. Oh no. Fuck. They're identical. Okay, that one's gravel. Gravel. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you just have mixed waste now. Perfect. Or set to the line. Go. Of course, in general, I would like to adjust this line. Alright. Just go collect waste instead of sending it to Terrace Bowl. Based on where this comes out... Yeah, that'll keep it onto the lesser used rail track over here, which is handy. Alright. I have laid out many plans, and they are now slowly underway. Slowly. Well, I'll be damned if we don't have some real problems. Load the waste. Yeah, mines have this problem, and it's tough to deal with. Oh well, thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Blaze Kevin. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.